I turned my air conditioner off because it's noisy, and I think that might have been a bad idea. I'm starting to sweat.
Cool fancy intro wishing sound effects.
Hello, Empire. So I recently ran into a problem. Actually, I've had this problem on multiple occasions in the past, and I'm sure you have too. The problem is that I recognized that the problem was a problem. I just said problem a lot. I had an idea for a video that I was really excited about, but a bit later I realized that a much more well-known YouTuber had done a similar thing recently. Now, like I said, this has happened to me many times in the past. Many, many times. I want to talk about a news story. Nope, already been covered by What's-His-Face, Who's or What's It, or Him Hermajig. An idea for a sketch. Nah. So-and-so did something that could kind of relate to that in a little teeny slight sense if you think metaphorically, so I can't do that. Start to write a song and find a good chord progression, melody, or lyric that I really like. Nope. That kind of sounded like that one song from that one really obscure band that I saw in that one bar that one night. I mean, I wouldn't want people to think I was ripping them off. For some reason, the thought of being unoriginal scares the crap out of me. And I think it's a very natural human reaction. I feel the same way about mediocrity, but I address that in the non-perfection realization. However, I have since had another realization. The not-so-original realization. In reality, the human race is almost entirely unoriginal. I say almost because, of course, there are exceptions to every rule. Every thought, every problem, every aspect of your existence is more than likely not the first of its kind in human history. To quote Fight Club, nothing of me is original. I'm the combined effort of everyone that I've ever known. Almost everything. The music you listen to, the movies you watch, they're all in one way or another completely unoriginal. If you don't believe me, look up 4-Chord Song by Axis of Awesome. Link down below. Or we could just play a game and try to find out how many movies fit this description. For example, a disgruntled and bullied young boy must find his inner strength to win the woman he loves. Along the way, he meets some unlikely friends and finds his way through mischief and hijinks. Seriously. How many movies? Do you see what I'm trying to say? Almost everything that people do is unoriginal. Sometimes I try and spoil this theory by taking a combination of words and sounds and trying to put them together into a sentence that have never been uttered before, attempting to achieve true originality. From henceforth and therein, your bubblegum-scented candles shall be indicted in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame by Willy Wonka himself. I didn't say it had to make sense. But every time I play this game, I end up contemplating if anybody in history has ever played this exact same game and used the exact same combinations of words that I have. It's exhausting having my brain. Here's the thing. Why is it bad if a song you write reminds you of a song you like? There's a reason you like it. It sounds good. Why is it so bad if an idea or a project that you have takes aspects of somebody else's idea or project? The reason you like those ideas is because they were good ideas. That's the reason that people from around the world all have kind of similar ideas. If a good idea could only be used once, we'd have a lot more bad ideas roaming around. The point is that just because somebody else had a similar thought, concept, or idea doesn't discredit yours. Some of the greatest things in the world have been revamps or direct remakes from originals. So don't get down, don't give up, and don't let originality run your life. Do what you want to do because you want to do it. Not because you're copying somebody else, but not because you're not copying someone else either. The ironic thing about it is that I know that a ton of other YouTubers have made a very similar video to this. There will also be many after me that make very similar videos. But that's okay. Just because you had an idea that somebody somewhere else also may have had, whether you knew about it or not, it doesn't matter. Continue doing what you were going to do either way. After all, it's in your head. Why don't you just go and run with it? And if anybody calls you out and says that you stole the idea from somebody else, don't let it bother you, because chances are you have no idea who that person was and you had no idea they were doing it. So instead of feeling guilty for stealing something, try and feel connected because somebody else had a very similar thought that you also had. That's all for now, Empire. I am curious how many movies you can come up with that fit that description. Person who comes up with the most examples in the comments gets 3 brownie points. Thanks for watching. Cliché YouTube phrase. Comment, rate, subscribe.